the turning point. I looked at the mirror and saw the hollows under my eyes, a roadmap of every sleepless night and every pain that pain relievers could not permanently remove. But the physical pain was nothing compared to the emotional pain, the anxiety and stress gnawing inside of me. My God, why me? Why is my life like this? The words I had read this morning, when anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought joy to my soul, were a mocking whisper in the face of my fear.
Joy?
Consolation? I was a shattered woman, a walking nerve ending. I knew God loved me. I knew He offered peace. But that knowledge was trapped in my head, a dry, intellectual fact, while my heart was a churning ocean of physical and emotional pain. I could not remove my focus on the pains that I feel, the absence of one who could give me comfort, the dread of my recurring aches, making them my entire reality. My feelings were so loud, so dominant, that they muffled the voice of truth. My suffering is proof of my brokenness, I thought. My fear is the most real thing right now. In my hand, I gripped the crumpled paper with the message. One line stood out through the blur. Sin is the cause of our anxieties, sickness, and suffering. This is not God's will for us, because He loves us with an everlasting love. That is why He gave us His only begotten Son, Jesus. The words weren't a condemnation. They were a lifeline. Suddenly, it wasn't about my pain anymore, or my failure to cope. It was about His finished work. Jesus didn't just understand my suffering. He bore it on the cross. By His stripes, I am healed not just someday, but now. The emotional and physical torment I was fixated on was a byproduct of a broken world, and He had already paid the price and took me out of it. I closed my eyes and prayed. I believe, Jesus. I choose to believe what You said is true and more than real than what I feel. A gentle quietness, deeper than any mere silence, settled over me. Jesus' own peace He had spoken of. It wasn't because my aches had vanished. It was because, in that moment, I took my gaze off the problem and placed my faith squarely on the solution, the grace of Jesus. I felt a surge of strength, the strength of the new creation I was called to be. The old, fear-driven self was passing away. I stood up. The message said that the justified have peace and rejoice in trials, knowing they produce perseverance and hope. Hope that will not disappoint. A genuine, fragile smile touched my lips. The anxiety hadn't vanished, but its power over me was broken. I could now say, with a believing, grateful heart, Your consolations bring joy to my soul. The comfort wasn't waiting for a perfect life. It was fully present, right here, right now, in the presence of God.